Hello YouTube and welcome back to Kansas Sight to Chase race number 4 of the Coke Vanilla Cup Series season number 5, and alongside me is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
Front row today will be Charles Jackson and Max Anderson, with Preston Plord, Steve Pollard in row 2, Stephen Pollard III will start alongside Jonathan Zorline in row 3, with Tom Shelley, Tristan Wilhoit row 4, and Matt Dixon and Chris Washer in row 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Steven for his thoughts and predictions of this race.
So, like we saw in the Hooters race, it looks like sliding up. There'll be some passing. It would be hard to pass at the same time. Max Anderson, he's had a really good streak of races with top 20. He's been a top 20 machine. Starting up there, let's see what he can do with some track position. Charles Jackson really needs to win to help his chase. So does Steve Pollard. So they're looking to get up there. We go through the more of the field. It's going to be a good race. The D&Q race was good too. So I expect nothing but as we get to our final row is Christopher Pierce and Zayn Abdullah in the backup car.
Yeah, so Mohamed Zainadullah having to give up his 12th place starting spot to go to the rear of the field. Points coming in. Chris Louvier continues to lead the points despite not having the best of runs last weekend. He has a 66-point lead over Dylan Young in the 24 car. It is 69 points back to Mark George in third, with Vince Almarego 71 back in fourth after his win last week, as here comes the command to start the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Bill Bragg Jr. comes in fifth, 73 back. Tim Randolph, Chris Washer, Tristan Wilhoit, Sam Young, and Henry Sanford, the rest of the top 10. Charles Jack. Well, Chris Washer's got problems on the grid,
Oh, that's big for the chase.
as Charles Jackson can leave here also as the points leader in 11th. Steve Pollard cannot. He's 165 back. Onboards that we will carry in this one. Well, Chris Washer was one of them. Whoa, big time problems on the grid.
Well, it looks like everybody doing the cha-cha slide. Everybody doing the
As I'm not quite sure what has gone on pit lane here.
Everybody's, I don't know. Can I take what the hell, Charles, for 500? Can I take?
No, you can't, because I don't even know.
So anyways, looks like a lot of bad races for some people, as Mary Shelley's still doing the cha-cha slide.
Well, now they finally figured out. I don't know how this went the way it did.
Nice INI. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe an unintended consequence of something. Either way, pace cars going through turn 3. Onboards that we're carrying: Chris Louvier, Dylan Young, Mark George, Vince Almarego, Bill Bragg Jr., Chris Washer if he gets on track, Henry Sanford, and Charles Jackson, as we are green for 54 laps here in the Driven to Honor 400.
Now, people are going to come flying at the rear of the field. They're going to be full song when they catch the back of the field.
Yeah, they already are back here.
They're full song.
Zachary DeLillo also affected by whatever happened on the pit lane.
So whoever to survive the chaos is actually in a good position now, because they're going to get a guaranteed top 20 if there's no caution.
As, yeah, you can see how many people are still... Now we've finally gone all 41 cars across the line, as Charles Jackson is going to lead lap 1 here from second starting spot.
And 5 bonus points for him. Tom Shelley, William Brock, I believe, won from 7th yesterday in the Hooters race. So, oh, here goes Matt Dixon, and that's Hope.
And 3 wide right here. We'll see a lot of that today.
Sabeto's caught up here too. He won the last 2 D&Q races.
Finally makes a race and gets some actual points. Gets a chance to have more than 40 points at least.
Yep, which is good for him.
Actually, we'll check in on Chris Washer to see if he will actually start this race. So far, no.
And everybody back here just got royally screwed.
Yeah, they really did. Vince Almarego back here, Sam Young, 2 of the chasers.
How ironic, 1-2 last weekend are back together this weekend in the back of the field. Matt Dixon for 3rd.
Zachary DeLillo on pit lane. I almost would imagine that might have been a penalty, actually.
Yeah, I can't fathom this one. But Matt Dixon, 3rd. He's looking for...
He was going slow, so I almost think that he might have been out of position on the start, and so he might have gotten a penalty. Contact Kyle Matthews, hard in the wall.
Is that going to be a caution, though?
He didn't spin. No caution.
Yeah, I didn't think so. That was... He had a huge wreck, but...
As Chris Washer now joins the race, he will be about 3 laps down, I believe.
And the whole field did not want to see that. They wanted to see the
Chris
caution.
Louvier is back here, 34th.
That's huge for the
Mark
points.
George as well. Bill Brack Jr. back there.
And with Charles leading, that's exactly what he wants, is that struggle. As here comes Zach Rogers. God, everybody on the brakes.
Apparently, Levi McIntyre is a lap down.
Yeah,
He's
I don't
back
know what's
there. I don't know what happened there.
We got a lot of shenanigans in this race.
Caution now is out, though, at Kansas. As let's look in turn number 2. That's where I would imagine the wreck was. Yes, it was. Brennan Patterson.
Man, that retirement tour has gone to crap.
As Kyle Matthews header issues, as Jackson will lead under the caution.
Don't plow. Okay, good. Steve Pollard up there's the Woolhoy, there's Robert, there's Kev, Jack James, Lord.
And that is a great sign for the drivers like Mary Shelley on back here that were affected by whatever happened on pit lane.
A lot of shenanigans.
And with that, Seth Cole on pit lane as well as Brian Patterson. Let's take a break and we'll be right back for the to show you what happened and then take you to the green flag. And here's what happened back at the tail end of the lead pack here. Seth Cole, Brian Patterson battling for the 22nd spot. Patterson gonna try and go inside of Seth Cole, but didn't quite work. He tries to do the slide job, but Seth was having none of it.
And Seth Cole in the cockpit. Thank God Baron passed his retirement. How DeWalt even signed back for the year is amazing.
There was smoke up in front of him. I almost wonder if someone else was in the fence. I don't think so.
That's from Kyle Matthews.
Was it? Yeah, it must have been. So with that, let's take you back to the restart. And we are back. Kyle Matthews and Brian Patterson out of the race after the last 2 incidents that we had here. And Charles Jackson is your race leader. Chris Washer is 4 laps down now as he tries to resurrect any parts of his chase run today.
Maybe you can pull an RJ Reynolds here.
There's lightning in the area.
Okay, fine.
Thank you. We got our first cameo of the season.
Matt Dixon is 2nd, Max Anderson 3rd, Zach Rogers 4th, Zachary Fitzwater, Jonathan Zorline, Delon Ebrahimian, James Quall, Steve Pollard, and Amy Shelley, as now apparently we are on rush command with this recording. So
Yeah,
great.
All right, we're gonna have to take a 30-minute pause. We're on a lightning clock.
Oh, that's more than 30 minutes if you're me.
Anyways,
we also don't have 30 minutes. As Levi McIntyre going to try and get a lap back here. I don't know what's the issue with him or for Zachary DeLello. As we are back to racing once again, it looks like might have been a penalty for the 99 too, because he looks to be up to speed.
Yep, and hopefully a quick caution. Washer wants to get his last back, pull an RJ, like I said, and we're all before the lightning comes.
Well, before it knocks out the power. And
Oh,
more importantly than the internet.
And then SP3 goes away.
Yeah. So Chris Washer now gonna get he's gonna get ahead of the 9, as looks like now Jackson's gonna have to fight with DeLello. Chris Washer actually gonna take the position on Levi McIntyre, although it's not for position.
It's for nothing. Chris Washer's out if they wreck it. Oh my God, DeLello, what are you doing?
Oh, they are
What?
wrecking! Big wreck!
Oh, Anderson,
Oh,
Harden.
my.
Oh God, there's a
Tim
chase center.
Randolph.
Oh God, death. There's big death. There's huge
Louvier's
death.
in it. Will Hoyt.
Oh, still plowing. Still.
Zayn Abdullah in it again.
Oh my God, that's.
Morego, Max Anderson, Delon Ebrahimian, and Chris Washer and Levi McIntyre will get a lap back in this.
And Levi has a chance in this now, as
So
that
Levi
was
now
huge.
back on the lead lap. Chris Washer is 3 laps down as there was a huge crash in turn number 2. Chris
Oh,
Louvier
boy.
is out.
That's a huge blow for the chase, and Dylan Young might be out too. Amorego, wow.
Morego with damage. Cole Deaver, the Picks Creek winner. Tristan Wilhoit with damage.
Did Mark George get through it? That's the real question.
Preston Plord, there's Ebrahimian. Tim Randolph on pit lane. William Duncan. Dylan Young is still racing, so that's something.
All these people
James
left.
Qualls has damage in the 11, the FedEx Express Chevy.
Kev is now up there.
And now they're starting to catch Louvier a little bit as here we go. Pit stops here underneath the yellow, so we'll watch this and then take you back. Amy Shelley stays out. There's too many S's there. Joshua Osborne. Dylan Young stays out.
Even though he just hit the wall extremely hard.
Even though he was just in that wreck.
Hey, there's Stewie right there.
16 down and away. He was just in before these guys, so let's see what happens there. He's going to be tail end of the lead lap or something, I think.
Now, that tough break for Anderson there.
Right sides only for the 9 of Charles Jackson.
Yep.
As there's Zach Rogers coming out of his pit. And was Jackson going to be... I don't think he was... Well, Levi just screwed himself over. He pit. So now he's on the tail. He's actually not even tail into the lead lap. He's a lap down again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Levi McIntyre.
And with that, let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the second time today. And here's what happened going into turn number 1. James Qualls tried to make it 3 wide, makes contact with Ebrahimian, pushes him right up into the 88. Nowhere for Max Anderson to go. Steve Pollard actually gets a piece of it.
And there
Randolph,
goes
there's 31.
As
Amarillo. Oh my God! Airtime. Mark George gets a piece of it. Will Lewis misses it somehow.
As we've seen in the
he gets a piece.
D&Q race, the high side is death, and it just showed prevailing more.
Well, it's not death for why you described it. It was death for the fact that people wash up into you. With that, let's take a look at some of the onboards and get you back to the restart. Onboard, Chris Louvier.
And then he's going to get wrecked again.
On board, Henry Sanford. And last but not least, Tim Randolph. Tim Randolph doesn't have 60 an onboard, so we'll go with the 15, just because I didn't.
Wasn't they the Ford onboard?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Okay. Wow, I'm failing.
It's 3 in the morning.
It's 12. Okay, so on board Tim Randolph.
Oh, 2 big hits. 3 big hits. And 4 big hits.
And let's get you back to the restart. And we are back out of the race after that last incident. Cole Deaver, Chris Louvier, Tim Randolph, Delon Ebrahimian, William Duncan, Vince Almarego, Preston Plord, and Max Anderson. Amy Shelley is your race leader, which traps Chris Washer and Levi McIntyre a lap down, as well as Tristan Wilhoit. Joshua Osborne is second, and Dylan Young is third. Those 3 did not pit. Charles Jackson runs in 4th, Zach Rogers 5th, Jessica Shelton 6th, Tom Shelley, Robert Pollard, Jonathan Zorline, and Mary Shelley, the top 10. Henry Sanford, Samet Oskan, Stephen Paul III, Matt Dixon, Kev Shear, Zach Flickinger, Charles Sanford, Bill Brack Jr., Jack James, and Seth Cole, the top 20. Sam Young, Steve Pollard, Zachary Fitzwater, Will Lewis, Christopher Pierce, James Qualls, and Mark George, the lead lap cars.
Dylan Young was involved in the crash, so I don't know how good his car is going to be.
Yeah, that's going to be a very good question. Same for Will Hoyt there on that inside line. We don't know how well they got that car repaired.
Here we go.
And time for the answer. We're back to racing once again.
16 is horribly, dreadfully slow.
That is that.
He is dreadfully slow. Robert Pollard's going to gain a whole bunch of time on that high side. So is Zorline.
As Tom Shelley went to the bottom and is losing numerous spots. Oh, DeLello, don't do that.
This is why DeLello is a part-time driver.
Oh my, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well.
This is somehow ending well right now. Oh no, maybe not.
Wait till we get to turn 1. So I think I just heard some thunder outside, so great.
Is the Thunder Road?
No, unfortunately not. That would have been a lot better.
As the 16's going to hold up every damn buddy.
Well, I think they were going to get away with that at least. So they're not. They got through what I would have been concerned about with the wreck. Dylan Young actually holding up pretty well. He's right now in 4th.
And you know what? If you look back a little farther, I wonder what we could tell apart.
The roof number,
Oh, yeah. Look at it. Red and white.
thankfully.
Jackson
So
there.
Jackson to second.
Whoa.
Washer is a lap down.
He's washing up the track.
As Robert Pollard nearly took out Zach Rogers.
I mean, Steve should just stuck to the 98.
Meanwhile, Shelton trying to go and grab the 5th spot back from the 98 here on turn 3.
Yep. Remember, Jess is having good battles to Paul the last 2 weeks, so we'll see how this one turns out.
And Al's. Wow, Dylan Young actually going for 3rd here on the 12.
Whoa, nearly dying.
Robert Pollard thinks better of any battle he had going on there as Shelton now sets her sights on the 10 of Zach Rogers. Looks like Dylan Young actually up to speed in the corners. What it is, he's losing straight line speed with the damage.
Yeah, that's what's affecting him here. Zach Rogers.
And oh boy, this is not gonna end well.
No, Matt Dixon up to 10th too. Braddock is 9th. Paul and here. Oh
Here
boy.
comes Robert Pollard. There's 3 wide going into turn 1. That's been the trouble so far today, and it's gonna be trouble again.
Oh, no caution though.
And
Oh, maybe.
no, it's gonna be yellow.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
god.
How is 99's gonna get his lap back?
99 is
Maybe.
gonna get his lap back again.
Maybe.
Yes. I mean, as long as he doesn't pit this time.
Yeah.
Charles
Wash-
Jackson leads under the yellow. Chris Washer is trapped a lap down, and Robert Pollard actually is 2nd.
Yeah. Something. Who was 2nd? What happened to Dylan Young and Amy? Oh yeah, they crashed.
So Dylan Young out of the race. Let's take a look back at what happened and show you it again, even though we were watching it live. Going into turn number 1, Zach Rogers pushes up into the 24 of Dylan Young and right up into Amy Shelley. And Shelley with no ground given whatsoever. And
No.
Dylan Young out of this race as a chaser. And this is
Whoa.
where it got dangerous.
Braddock's wide swipe to 12. Oh my God!
Pollard
Everybody.
nearly misses. Henry Sanford nearly misses. Mark George, Will Lewis, Zane Abdullah, Seth Cole nearly got involved.
You know what this means? We're gonna have another round of Tristan Wilhoit holding up the field.
Oh my! And then there's this.
Zach Flickinger, what are you doing, buddy?
That's a line.
That is the Kyle Busch line. Oh, Christopher. Oh boy.
Christopher Pierce going unconventional lines as well. Mary Shelley grabbing a couple spots out of all of that.
And Steve Paul is seeing his chase hopes flash before his eyes once again.
Well, I mean, the bright side is he will gain ground today.
Barely.
Well, he'll gain ground. It's a matter of whether or not he... Actually, top 2 in the points now have both been involved in wrecks and will not finish. Let's get you back to the restart. And we're back. Dylan Young, the lone retirement out of the race after the last incident. And we've got split strategies here as some drivers pit, others did not. Bill Bragg Jr. is now the race leader over Zachary Fitzwater, Jonathan Zorline, Charles Sanford, Sam Young, James Quall, Samet Ozcon, Jack James, Seth Cole. Levi McIntyre somehow gets up to 10th in all of this. And
Yeah,
Matt Dixon is the first car off of pit lane in 11th. Zach Flickinger, Kev Shear, Jessica Shelton, Zach Rogers, Will Lewis, Robert Pollard, Charles Jackson, Stephen Paul III, Joshua Osborne, Tom Shelley, Steve Pollard, Mary Shelley, Henry Sanford, Mark George, Christopher Pierce, and Amy Shelley, the lead lap cars. Mohammed Zain Abdullah, Zach DeLello, Chris Washer, and Tristan Wilhoit all lap down. And let's see how many people get stuck behind Wilhoit this time around.
Well, 19's looking for a good run. I mean, they fell to 30th, so green flag is back out. So
Yep,
good run
green
by
flag
him.
is out. 05 did not get going on that restart.
Charles, you sandbagging? Oh God, the one
Neither
car.
did the one. James Qualls goes to the inside there underneath, behind the 16. Not a smart choice as Shelton's going to gain a few spots out of that.
As Will Hoyt is holding up the whole entire damn field again, and so is the one.
Shelton and Dixon making moves on Levi McIntyre there into 3.
Yep. Oh God, back there, it's about to be death.
Yeah, most likely. Especially around the 16. That's where the concern is.
Yeah, big
Just
time.
don't go
And
3 wide, guys. Oh, they're 3 wide. They're 3 wide. They're 3 wide. They're 3 wide.
Charles
3 wide. T-Rose
Jackson.
deep.
They somehow made it.
They
Almost.
made it work.
Yep.
We're still green for
Yep.
now.
Somehow. Look at
And Braddock has cleared these guys out for a decent lead as Ozcon right now battles with Sam Young for 5th.
how about a story this would be? The 7 might take the owner's title points lead. How about that for the 17?
As right now Ozcon running in the top 5. The 05 actually is in 6th. Washer, what are you doing, mate?
It wouldn't be funny if the 41 takes out Oscon.
Slightly.
Anyways,
Zach
Levi's up to
DeLello
9.
also a lap down trying to get up into this fight. Shelton going to try and take the fight to the 05 of Charles Sanford. Will do so. This is a battle for 6th.
Oh no.
Ozcon going inside of Fitzwater now for 3rd.
Well, almost.
As he clears, I thought I heard scraping. Apparently I didn't. Or they didn't wreck. I don't know.
Well, they're
One
going
of
to
those
catch
two.
Wolfoy in a few laps anyways.
Sam Young now battling with Fitzwater. Shelton with fresher tires now, or at least I would assume fresher tires, now on the back bumper there.
Trying to get our first win since Michigan last season.
Yep. And now battling, actually inside the top 5. This is for 4th. Has Zachary
DeLello.
DeLello, the lap car behind her.
What are you doing, mate?
Same for Washer. Actually,
He's
DeLello
walking.
is 1 lap down, to be fair.
Well, Washer's washing
Washer's
the
3.
Yeah, he made up a lap.
As Washer now tries to pass the 49 for no points.
The 7's actually gaining. Zorline's gaining Braddock up there.
He's closing in ever so slightly as Shelton now going for 3rd on Ozcon with those fresher tires.
Whoa.
That was not so smart there, Ozcon.
No, it was
Shelton
not me.
now to 3rd will try and chase down the 2 leaders who are on older tires.
How about Mary Shelley up in the top 10? That's good to see Mary running finally good this season.
Yeah, inside top 10 is here we go. Battle for the race lead between 2 of the owner's title contenders. Bill Bragg
about
Jr. And Jonathan Zorline. It's late. Any scripts, it's late. That's my excuse. Zorline to the race lead though.
Yeah, good for the 7, but the 21's coming on those fresh tires.
Yep. Was 4/10 quicker than Braddock last time and 2/10 quicker than Zorline.
Well, tires being everything here, so I'm not surprised. Zach Rogers with a good run in the 10 car.
Yep, in 5th, now going for 4th here on Smed Ozcon, or Ozcon doesn't want to block.
Here comes Mary Shelley back there. Here comes Braddock again.
Braddock made a peak, but unfortunately it's actually going to cost him the 2nd spot to Jessica Shelton.
Oh boy, this is going. And here comes Jess for 2nd.
And looking like she might be able to try and take a peek for the race lead here in the next lap or so. Taking a little bit higher line, trying to get a run down the front straightaway.
Yep, she'll definitely have the car to get Zorline here.
Needs to at least clear the 22 enough to not have the 22 do that.
The real question is, where is the 16?
Turn 4.
Oh, no. Well, they're going to get him.
Here we go. Battle for the race lead once again. Jessica Shelton in car 21 going for the top spot.
And she's going to easily take it.
Gonna get it. Now battle for 3rd.
How about
here.
Mary Shelley?
Battle for 3rd between the 10, 22, and the 38.
How about that 38 car?
Rare good run for the 38 of Mary Shelley as Braddock once again made that peaking move, and again it's going to backfire.
Yeah, I don't know what Braddock's doing there.
As this time he's going to lose 2 spots, as he'll lose a spot to Zach Rogers and to Mary Shelley. And here comes Charles Jackson,
Yeah, Jackson's got a good car. He's also on fresh tires.
who has run the quickest lap of the race. I don't know when he did it, but he's run the quickest lap of this race. As Zach Rogers going for 2nd. Meanwhile, Braddock made a peaking move once again on Mary Shelley.
Whoa,
Oh
my
boy.
God.
And that's going to be exactly what Charles Jackson needed. Triple overtake for the 9.
Impressive move for Jackson.
So Mary Shelley loses a spot out of that. Now we'll try and attack the 7 of Jonathan Zorline, as the top 4 are all drivers who pit underneath the caution. Leader
Tires mean
is
everything.
Shelton, Zach Rogers, Charles Jackson in 3rd, and now Mary Shelley in 4th.
Yep, but you gotta remember the 16 car is gonna be a fact for the end, and 49 still being a damn lap car.
Jeez, Matt Dixon now trying to catch and pass the 22, as they will pass the 49 car down the back straightaway. They should actually be getting ready to catch that.
Yep.
Oh, never mind. So Zach Rogers has caught Shelton. Now here comes Charles Jackson, and he has got the car today.
He does. That thing's on rails.
Nothing is
He's brought-
stopping that 9 car as he goes for the race lead.
The only thing stopping the 9 is gonna be the wall. Nope.
As now Zach Rogers tries to take 2nd away from Jessica Shelton.
How about Mary? This is the feel-good story of the race.
And now Rogers has to fall back in line, but here comes Mary Shelley. She's going to try and take advantage, go for 3rd here on that 10 car.
Yep, as she comes down the inside. 2 females up in the top 3.
Yep. As now Jackson going to try and stretch his lead out.
We got diversity in the top 3, like NASCAR would like to say.
Well, we have two Dodges and 2 Fords in the top 4. I know what you're meaning by
That's
the
not what I
diversity.
meant.
I know what
Yeah.
you're meaning, but
As
Tristan Lloyd at the line now. So
they're gonna get him.
and the battle is for 2nd right now, as Charles Jackson has checked out in 1 lap. He's got almost a half-second lead there. Mary Shelley going for 2nd, going to grab the spot, and Zach Rogers going to go for 3rd here.
If Mary Shelley wins this race, I think we're gonna see the Shelleys crying on pit road. And Tom Shelby like, "Can I get a damn win?"
Jonathan Zorline right now in 5th, so he's gotten around, or he's gotten cleared the 22, I guess.
That's gonna be good enough for the points lead for the 7th, so he just wants to ride there.
Matt Dixon trying to take 6th away from Bill Brack Jr.
Yep, Chris Washer's still up here being a nuisance.
Yeah, he's behind them. Shelton now trying to re-overtake the 10, so this is a battle for 3rd.
Yep, as 16, where are you gonna go, buddy?
Well, I don't think it's gonna really matter for Jackson, especially if he can catch him on the front straightaway here.
Yeah, if he gets him in turn 1, it might get a little interesting.
Well, even then, as there's 14 laps to go, oh my God.
I was right. Oh my Lord Jesus.
Well, it affected him, but he's still gonna clear him easily.
See how it does while Mary gets by him.
Mary's gonna get a little bit luckier here.
Yep, which is gonna help Mary
Oh,
close.
Zach might not.
Yeah, that didn't work.
So Zach
Well.
gonna get held up a little bit. Shelton's gonna be able to clear easily enough,
Yep, Tristan not making a lot of friends out there today.
as he's just trying to ride around right now in the 30th position. Zorline not gonna be on the friendship cards list, I guess, either. Next one would be Mohammed Zain
The one-
Abdullah.
Who's also way off the pace.
He is 1 lap down.
Yeah, so can they make it to the end on fuel? That's the question.
That is going to be the question, especially considering some of the drivers did not pit. Usually if they all can't make it, they will. Some drivers might not pit. So
Well, it's either going to pit or their tires are going to go off. Zorline just ran a 31-second lap time, and his fastest lap's 29.
yeah. So right now the top 4 kind of all single file. Jackson trying to hold on to this one as Mary Shelley tries to close in on the race lead here.
Jackson's not going to take the points lead, but he's going to get to like down to 20 or 30s behind. So that's really clutch performance for him.
Oh, that's true, because the 01's not going to finish dead last. So that is true.
Yeah.
Had the 01 finished 41st, it actually would have been possible for Jackson to have taken the points lead.
Well. So 10 laps to go here. Do they have enough fuel to make it?
And they're catching the 1 of Mohammed Zain Abdullah. Seth Cole on pit lane there. He was one of the lap cars. Or he was on the tail end of the lead lap, I should say.
Whoa, this is the bad spot.
Jackson definitely got affected there. Mary Shelley to the back bumper of the 9.
That's awesome. That's awesome to see.
So
Come on,
now,
Mary.
can she do anything now that she's there? Zach Rogers gets held up a little bit by the 1, who apparently is going to be pitting, I believe, with the way that the 10 took that corner.
And that does not bode well for the people. Nope.
Yeah,
Oh, the
Zayn
1.
Abdullah pits. So this is with 10 laps to go, now with 9, actually.
Well,
Mary
obviously the
Shelley's
best.
peaking. She's not able to make a move yet. The next lap car, if they catch him, would be Levi McIntyre in the 99.
So we've seen Charles win on fuel mileage. We've seen Steve win on fuel mileage. So those are the 2 guys in prime position right now.
Good question would be if I think the 7 is pit.
Yeah, the tires were the degradation on the 7 was so much.
Zorline just coming off the pit lane, so he has had to pit. Bill Brack Jr., Jack James, Samet Ozkan, Sam Young had to pit. James Qualls, Zachary Fitzwater off a pit lane.
I'm not surprised with the tire degradation we saw. There was no way these guys could have made it.
So now with what is 8 laps to go, the question remains, did the drivers who pit under the yellow, can they make it to the end here? As Mary Shelley tries to get back to the back bumper of the number 9 of Charles Jackson. 7 laps to go now.
It's whoever who has the best tires at the end of the race. Zach Rod, that'd be his best career finish for him. Tom Shelley, having one of his best career runs in his career.
As he's right now in 5th. Christopher Pearson 6th. Stephen Paul III right now runs in 7th. Matt Dixon fell back a little bit. He's now in 8th. Robert Pollard in 9th. And Zach Flickinger right now would round out the top 10.
Yep.
And
No
Mary
pitch.
Shelley starting to close in a little bit. These two were even the last time, basically.
Yep.
And they were even again. Literally just a 100th difference between the 2 cars last lap.
It's been a long time if the 38s won a race. No, actually, never mind. The 38s. I'm thinking of the 88.
It actually. It's been a little bit since Mary Shelley last won.
Can they make it to the end on fuel and tires is the real question.
5 laps to go here at Kansas now. The lead grows just ever so slightly. Back out to 2/10 now.
It depends if they're going to catch anybody. That's the real question.
I don't
They
think
will not.
they will, because Zachary Fitzwater just ran a pretty even lap time to what these guys ran.
Yep. And
Right now, it's just these 2. It's the 9 and the 38.
it's going to... Excuse me. This is going to help Jackson. He's going to lead the most laps, too.
No sign of the other drivers pitting. So it looks like just very poor strategy call. Let's see. Just trying to check to see if there's any sign of anyone else pitting.
Cav looks like he's pitting back. Nope.
Tristan Wilhoit, he's going to have to pit.
Well, these guys got to be careful they don't cause a yellow.
As right now, through turns 3 and 4, there will be now just 3 laps to go, I believe. Yeah, 3 laps to go this time by. Can Charles Jackson hang on to this one?
They have yarded the field.
As Mary Shelley back to within 2/10 now, but loses the nose a little bit through turn 1 and 2, it looks like.
Henry's up to 10th.
Yep, Henry Sanford into the top 10.
Somebody pitted.
Someone. Oh, it's Tom Shelley. Mark George also on pit lane. And Charles Jackson is pitting. Mary Shelley to the lead with 2 to go.
Yes, that is awesome to see Mary Shelley lead this race. Who else is pitting?
Zach
Here comes
Rogers,
everybody.
Jessica Shelton, Christopher Pierce stays out.
Oh, Rob.
Steve Pollard stays out in the 33.
He's running the Darlington car apparently.
So
Can
now,
Mary make-
can Mary Shelley make it 2 more laps?
It's gonna be close. I think Mary. Nope, she's pitting.
I mean, it's gonna. I think. Well.
I
no,
think
yeah,
Steve
she's pitting.
Steve Pollard stays out. I'm guaranteeing he's not gonna pit. No, wow, I'm surprised. Nope, I'm surprised.
That's DeLello. Pierce will pit, and
I'm
there's the
surprised
33.
Steve-
So no one will make it. Now who's gonna be the first off of pit lane?
Well, if I would be 38, 41, 33, I'd do fuel only.
I think a lot of these people probably did fuel only. To be fair.
Yeah. So the leader is
There's
going.
Jackson. Well, that was loud.
Mary's already off. Steve is just. Well, that's gonna cost them
So
some time.
Steve Pollard just coming in. So there's Mary coming off.
Remember, we're on the white flag too.
Yeah, we're on the white flag too. So remember that.
And this is insane.
There's
Now,
Jackson.
is the overcut gonna work? It's gonna be
No,
damn.
it's not. As coming off turn number 2, that's the pass for the lead.
I'm surprised somebody didn't try it on the last lap right there.
That was unfortunate. As through turns 3 and 4, it was good enough to see a nice little fuel mileage story appear, but Charles Jackson will win here at Kansas.
Ah man, another Isaac signature finish.
Mary Shelley, Jessica Shelton, Zach Rogers, Stephen Paul, the third top. Ooh, close finish there. That was for 11th, I think. Or I guess maybe it wasn't actually position battle there.
Man, Jackson's gonna get a lot of points up there.
Kev Shear with big issues, actually. He's still on pit lane.
Remember at Indy, he ran out of gas. Looks like the same situation.
Let's see. Was it?
Oh no.
No, they had a big issue or something. I don't know what happened. Oh no.
Well.
Oh no. Oh, never mind. Okay. Did he miss his box?
Yes.
Oh my God. Kev missed his box.
Leave it to Kev Shear to miss his box.
And so the reason why he was still staying on pit lane is because he's getting towed around the track. So with that, though, that will do it as we try and wrap this up quickly. Charles Jackson is your winner. Mary Shelley, Jessica Shelton, Zach Rogers, Stephen Paul III, Tom Shelley, Christopher Pierce, Jonathan Zorline, Robert Pollard, and Zach Flickinger, the top 10. Stephen, your final thoughts on this race?
So my final thoughts of the race, if we go back, Robert Pollard is first top 10 in the series, which leaves only now Jeffrey McCullough to get a top 10. Tom Shelley, good run for him. Zorline will be the owner's points leader. And Jackson, he's getting that momentum back, and he's getting a lot of points in the top. So we'll see what Jackson can do at Irwindale. Jack James, top 15 finish. And Steve Paul at 16th. Charles Sanford in the top 20 finish after some dismal weeks. They got some momentum too.
They finished second at Lime Rock.
Yeah, I know. They have momentum coming back. But anyways, next weekend is Irwindale, so get ready for some short track craziness.
And with that, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm GornFan291, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.